Hey everyone, today is either Wednesday, October 21st or Thursday, October 22nd, and today we are going to be reading the story Raising Money. So find that in your lovely folders that I gave you all. And that is our assignment for today. Now, I hope everything's going well and that distance learning, hybrid learning is successful and that you're not getting super overwhelmed by anything going on. As you can see today, I am in my classroom. It is very, very boring being in here alone. It's just me and Midnight doesn't talk, so I just end up talking to myself. I wish you all were here instead of me being alone, but we have to do what we have to do to all stay healthy and be able to come to school on our other days. Now, like I said, we're going to do this story. I would like you to try on your own if you can. If not, you can listen to me read it. I will be beginning that in a second once I drink some water. My mouth is a little dry. So I'm going to read this story. It's called Raising Money. Making a prediction and using this photo here. What do you think it's going to be about? It says fundraiser on the board, and we all just got done with the fundraiser, so we kind of know what that is. What do you think our story Raising Money is going to be about? And I'm sure my screen's backwards right now, but you can still see the picture as is. So make that prediction. Maybe tell someone at home. Say it to me in the computer right now. I can't hear you, but you can still make that prediction. Make a prediction, and then we're going to get going. So our class has been studying native trees this year. We are learning so much about how important trees are to the health of our planet. Yesterday, our teacher told us about a nearby arboretum. An arboretum is like a tree museum. Have you ever been to an arboretum or like a tree museum? Many different kinds of trees are planted there. Our class was very excited to go there on a field trip. So it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, like a zoo but just plants and trees. So it's just like a place you can go that has like a bunch of different unique trees planted there. They're fun to go to. So this is where they want to go on their field trip. There's a problem, however. This field trip would cost a lot of money, and our teacher was not sure how to pay for it. Parents had already donated money for field trips. We needed to cover the cost of the bus and the tickets. Our class decided to brainstorm ideas. We wondered how we might earn enough money. We made a list of ideas. Then we voted on our ideas to see which would be most popular. A readathon won by a landslide. Kids were excited about this plan. We talked about the details. We decided on a day. We also designed a sign-up sheet. Each student shared it with friends and family. People would pay us based on how many pages we read. We would even wear pajamas to school on that day. That way we could read and be comfortable. It sounded like so much fun. So they're going to do a readathon where they just read a lot and people donate money for however long they are reading. Sometimes they do like telethons where they like do stuff on TVs and people call and donate during those. But it's just like you continue reading you say I can read for 30 minutes and someone will give you like $10 to do that or something like that. And that's how they think they're going to raise the money for this field trip. Prediction time. Do you think it's going to be successful? Do you think that they're going to be able to raise enough money to go to the Arboretum? Do you think that's a good way to do it with their fundraiser? Your fundraiser that you just had was like selling a bunch of stuff. I know there's foods and gifts because some of them were like Christmas related and they looked really cool. But there's different types of fundraisers. Sometimes we do Heggy's Pizzas. That's always a good one. Now our narrator says, I took my job very seriously. I passed my sign-up sheet to everyone I knew. I wanted to raise as much money as possible because I really wanted to see the trees at the Arboretum. I got 25 signatures. I think I raised a lot of money. The day of the readathon finally came. We all wore our pajamas. We read for a few hours in a row. I got a little tired, but it was a fun way to earn money. At the end of the day, my teacher made the big announcement. We had earned enough for our trip. What a great fundraiser. So the title, Raising Money, makes sense now. They're raising money to go on a field trip. Next page is our question sheet. And there are 6 questions, like usual. We're going to do them all. You can shout the answer out at home, unlike in my room, because you're not going to be giving it away to anyone. Unless your brother or sister is in the same grade and doing the same one of these for me. And don't shout it at them. Number 1, which purpose for reading this text is most appropriate? So why would someone read this story? Which one of these reasons fits best with why someone would read this? Oh, I'm getting tongue-tied. A, to learn about native trees. B, to be inspired to raise money or achieve some other goal as a group. Does that fit with our story? C, to compare a readathon to a walkathon. Does this story compare a readathon to a walkathon? Was walkathon even mentioned? And D, to learn rules for going on a field trip. Does this story talk about rules? So think about which one of those was discussed. A, learn about native trees. B, to be inspired to raise money or achieve some other goal as a group. C, to compare a readathon to a walkathon. Or D, to learn rules for going on a field trip. 2, what is the author's opinion? Opinion is what someone believes. So facts is like the year is 2020. That's a fact. It's true for everyone. An opinion is like I think chocolate chip ice cream is the best. Mrs. Sibbald might think mint is the best. Or Mr. Pendleton might think cookies and cream is the best. So that's your opinion, what you believe. So which one is the author's opinion? Or you to believe it was his opinion. A, working together can have amazing results. Do you think the author would agree with that if you work together you can have an awesome end result? B, field trips are not worth the cost. They are not worth it. Who cares about field trips? Don't go on them. That's kind of what that one's saying. C, a school bus is always expensive. Do you think he would agree with that based on how he wrote this story, or she? D, reading is hard work. Is that kind of what this is about? And do you think that's a belief that this person might have? 3, who could best relate to the narrator's experience? So the narrator is the person that told the story. Which one of these could also have like maybe a similar experience or be able to understand our author? A, a teacher who is teaching about native birds. Is that gonna really help them? Can they be like make a connection to this? B, a class that is raising money to donate to an important cause. Does someone raising money relate to our story titled Raising Money? Do they might have a connection there? That's my hint. C, a school bus owner. School bus owner. Are they going to be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this connects to this story really well. And D, a librarian who reads to children. Is a librarian who reads to children going to be able to connect specifically to this story? They might understand fundraising, but can they, in this situation, relate to this one in particular? 4, which statement is true about the narrator? A, the narrator is angry about raising money. Is our person telling our story angry? B, the narrator really wants to go to the Arboretum. Does the person telling the story really want to go to the Arboretum? C, the narrator does not believe the class will raise the money. Does the person telling the story think it's not going to happen? Nope, no way. C, the narrator does... Oh, we already did that one. D, the narrator is scared to read for long. Did our narrator ever mention being scared? 5, what is the theme of this story? Theme is what it's trying to tell us and teach us. What is it trying to tell us? A, field trips are hard to plan. B, anything is possible with teamwork. C, money is a private matter. Or D, teachers have all the answers to our problems. I don't. 6, what other type of story is similar to this one? So what other type of story might be alike or similar, the same? A poem about trees. B, a nonfiction story about how to stay safe on a bus trip. C, a letter to an editor of a newspaper about raising money for a new playground. D, a fictional story about 2 friends who love to sing. Okay, those are our questions for today. Make sure you have them all answered. If you need to listen to me again, just rewind this video and then you're good to listen. I always say this, but yes, you have to do the writing. Yes, I'm sorry that you have to do it. And yes, I know you hate it. You have to do it. Question today is, this story is about a group of kids who work together to reach a common goal. When have you worked with others to achieve a goal or make something happen? So when have you worked with someone else to make something or do something. If you're on a sports team, that's pretty easy. I know some of my students play hockey. You're on a team, then you have to work together to win a game. Maybe you and a friend worked on a fort outside, or maybe you worked with your class to get enough letters on the board to earn a reward day, or maybe you worked as a class to complete all your work in time so you get some free time or something. When have you all worked with someone, it could be one person, it could be a group of people, to reach a goal? What was that goal? Did you achieve it? How did you feel when you achieved it? I want 3 sentences today, please. Complete sentences, capitals, periods at the end. Complete sentences have who did it, what's happening, and that's it.
Good afternoon.
You can hear Mark. Good up the great work. I will see you later. Bye.